How are you? I'm Paddy here, head chef of the Five Corners. I've been the head chef now in the group for the the good part of a year, and I've been at the Corners here for this. Here used to be the entrance into the Take Five coffee shop, very popular amongst the community. So it was a very busy spot. It was like the wee community hub. Everybody would have come in. It would have done your usual stuff from scones, tea, coffee, fry-ups, sandwiches. And then at night time we had the wee bar, and it was a wee bit more elegant, but still kept the wholesome pub grub. Really good stuff, and what we would like to continue to do after the new refurb. Come on in, we'll have a look at the kitchen in its current state. Watch your step there. Wow. Look at that. That's something else there. This is going to be a full-on cooking block here. So imagine all the gear, the fryers, the induction hob, the char grill, everything all be set up. There'll be a lovely big long pass here where all the food will be going through. If you take a look up here, you'll see a wee homage to the old Tech 5 still there. It's weird seeing it, I guess now. This was the kitchen. This is the Tech 5 coffee shop here, yeah, and the up here was the tables of two. Let's take a look at what used to be the kitchen. So in there, that was where everything happened in there. Very small. It's hard to believe the numbers we put out of that whenever we're looking at the new scale. You'd be talking, you could have hit 160 to 200 on a Sunday, 150 on a Saturday. During the week was always very good. You were always hitting your good healthy 40s, 50s. Well, we had no choice, we could only fit two of us in. But at Christmas time we made an exception. There was three of us in at a time. But when there were three people in that kitchen, we had our spots, and you weren't moving from your spot. That was it. So everything had to be set, organised, ready to go, prepped, just ready to put your hand on it, move. There was none of this running back and forward, so I just didn't know what to do. The best way to describe it felt like a fever dream. So this wee room, it never was a wee room. This is where the coffee machine would have sat here, and the big Mary Chef. I talked about the Mary Chef, and the Mary Chef was a lifesaver. Particularly on a Mother's Day. That was some story. So I was 150 people and I come in Mother's Day. The oven decided to break. Absolutely had no means of cooking whatsoever. And then we realised we have a Mary Chef and it sits at 250 degrees. So I don't know if you say any chef has to stand and cook for 150 people at a set temperature of 250 degrees. That was a challenge, but we get through it. And it all came out of that wee kitchen. It's hard to believe. Just looking at the grand scale of that kitchen now, to what came out of this wee kitchen. The most pressurised moment in my time at the Five Corners definitely was the Mother's Day. It was very stressful. The oven decided to not only break, but the kitchen decided to flood as well due to the pipes at the back of the oven. I just didn't know what to do. The best way to describe it felt like a fever dream. We were standing there and it was like, there's no fixing this, but the show must go on. Called the guy that everybody tends to call the most whenever there's a problem, Gareth. I was like, Gareth, I have no oven here. A couple of minutes silence, and then it was just, well, Paddy, the best thing to do is to keep calm and carry on. So that's what we done. We just get the head down. Other restaurants were great to help us out with the likes of Yorkshire puddings and stuff, and then we managed to get that service out of the way. But that was a very, very hefty service, and it was a success all the same. That's the beauty about this job. There's no 2 days the same. You just never know what you're coming into the next day, and that's what makes it really exciting. And to be head chef of such a project It's just a wow moment. It really is. Standing here is just bringing back all these memories. It feels like a lifetime ago, but it wasn't that long ago at all. This was the original door into the kitchen. The servers would have stood here and waited in the service call to come and pick up the food. Now there wasn't very much room. They would have went in and they would have just grabbed the plate and they would have like backed out and then turned. And away they went. So it was all very tight. Looking at that gives you this is where we're currently standing here. We're currently standing there, and that's going to be the dry store. So we're going to keep all our nice bakery goods and our dry ingredients and stuff in here, and then we get through to the kitchen. It used to be the main kitchen, which is now going to be a bakery area. It's hard to believe that wee kitchen that produced everything is just going to be for a wee set use. It's actually just going to be for bakery and prep. Maybe even put a wee bit of breakfast out of it. And then the whole of Tech 5, there we go, the size of that. I'm really, really excited, and also a bit nervous, but excited as to what the numbers that we could put out of this kitchen alone as well. It's definitely going to be state of the art. I'd say it's probably going to be one of the best kitchens that there could be. The best equipment, great layout. Going to have a full team, so at the end of we managed to get through the busy with just a team of three of us. We managed to share that for the week. We put the graft in, but in a scale this size, we're going to be looking at a team of 6 or 7, and maybe in the busy days you could see a service with 5 chefs in the kitchen, which is mind blowing, exciting. I can't wait. To be head chef of such a project is it's just a wow moment. It really is. I worked for the company altogether coming up to a year, and I've been head chef for the Five Corners for the past 9 months. Now, I originally took on the job to be head chef for the Five Corners when I was told about the project, and it's really taken off now. This is it. There's no going back. We're in it, and we're in it thick and heavy. I can't wait. So here we are. This is it. Can't believe it. Wouldn't fancy doing a service in it now, mind you. But wow. Yeah, so this is just to be the pass. You're standing there, just that didn't exist. That was a solid wall. We had a fridge along here. The pass came this way. This was normally my position. I would have stood here for the majority of the day, back and forward to the cooker. Everything was sent out through that door where they just showed you there. Going into what is to be the new dry store was the wee coffee bar. Back out round into Take 5, and it's now going to be into the kitchen. So it's going to be a massive setup. This is good. It's going to be a bakery. Prep area alone. One thing I'd be very passionate about is made from scratch. Now, especially up in the countryside here, I want my customers to be coming out. I don't want them leaving hungry, and I want them to be satisfied with what they get. I'm bringing in the new menu. Everything's going to be homemade, made from scratch. So we've created a bakery so we can provide for that. And we're going to have nice ovens, lovely big mixers. We're going to bring my signature breads to the menu. So with focaccia, lovely sourdough bloomers, homemade wheaten bread, which the wheaten bread has already been a hit with all the locals. They're loving it. It's been on the menu since I've started. But we're bringing all the new breads and stuff, along with desserts. One of my strengths as well would be pastry. So to make all that from scratch, we do need the facilities, and we're getting that. We're getting the facilities, and I just need maybe a couple of pastry chefs, which I think we already have too. So that's when you ask me what my favourite thing is to bake. I just love breads. I love scones. I just love anything from tarts to ice cream to take something from a raw ingredient to bring it together and create something that makes somebody go wow. Or another thing is what we like to do is I don't want to be that place it's going to be a hit and miss place. I want it to, if we go there, we're going to get a good meal, and we know we're going to get a good meal, and that's the reputation that I'd like to grow, and that's the reputation that we did grow in the previous months with the food. Everybody that came in loved the food, great reception. The food was opened with welcome arms. It just hit the brief perfectly, and we're just going to continue that, but better, fresher, and try and create something that you can't do at home. Everything's fresh, everything's new. All this will be probably getting shipped off to other places that maybe need it more. But yeah, as for the only thing that's staying here, I think, is the extraction pan. And everything else is all going to be brand new. Absolutely brand new, straight from the showrooms. Which is, I can't believe I'm lucky enough to get a job like this. So every chef's dream, to step into a kitchen brand new. So I haven't been up here in a couple of weeks, and just to see the transformation. I can't believe I'm sort of get a wee bit sentimental in here. Like, it's just some of the services in here, especially the Mother's Day service, which is a story I'm going to take with me for the rest of my career. Yeah, wow. So this is the cooking block. Look at that there. It's the first I've seen that. So I'm absolutely being spoilt for choice. Instead of a wee fridge, I had a couple of fridges. A couple of wee stand-up fridges that I could hold maybe, I don't know, not a lot of stock in. Wow. You can't really see much out of there. We go. Look at that. I've got a fridge. How many people could we fit in here? Huh? Look at this. There's going to be some amount of produce put out of this kitchen.
Are you locked in there, Paddy? No?
Oh, you can get locked in now. That's it. Right here, if I get another. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Let me out. Well, if I get another Mother's Day scenario, at least I know where I can go and cool down. I'll not be overheating anyway. Wow, that's incredible. But come on, we'll walk around here and I'll show you the KP area. So in here, it was original. It was the KP area, and we're deciding that we're going to keep it the same. We're going to keep it the KP area because that was perfect. Well, obviously, it's going to be. It wasn't perfect, but it done the job. It was great, and it's going to be perfect now. Big dishwasher is all going to go there, nice and close and convenient to the chefs. we need our stuff collected, all the dirty's collected, or maybe the clean's brought round. It's all very close to hand. It's also handy for the front of house servers to come in through, drop. I would imagine they'll be dropping the stuff here, or it'll be over here. We'll figure that out whenever the equipment's in. The best way to go about it. But to have a wee kitchen that was like that, to now have a kitchen that's broke down into sections and rooms is mind blowing. A bakery, a dry store room, KP room, main production kitchen, and a keg store. So we'll move on anyway. So around here, I think that's all that I can really do and show. Then maybe the next time we're here will be on a big stainless steel paradise. Brilliant.